The island itself. Like, first of all, Epstein had this crazy place in New York City.
7-story palace.
That the guy who owned Victoria's Secrets, he gave it to him?
Yeah, because of probably blackmail.
Right. And then there was other billionaires who it turned out had been glossed over. And
including Bill Gates. Bill Gates stays there and tried to deny it. But Bill Gates denies staying with Epstein, but confirmed he stayed there and in his Paris home.
Okay. And this was also, he met with him post his first arrest, correct?
Yes.
Because he was arrested.
Yeah, a lot of people did. Chelsea Handler had dinner with him, I believe, after the arrest, too. I mean, a lot of people looked past that, apparently.
Yeah, that British royal.
Okay, Bill Gates met with Jeffrey Epstein many times despite his past. And
I got to say, Jamie's really fast.
He's the best.
He's the best.
So let's go back to this.
He's married Tim Dillon.
Where is
Epstein,
he getting?
Epstein had a huge interest in tech. He loved tech.
Yes.
Yes, and he wanted to. He brought scientists and big tech people over his house in New York City.
Here's the deal. Yeah. They were doing, I said this over 10 years ago, that they were involved in secret breeding programs for cloning.
Okay, before we get to that, scientists, how were they getting these where are they getting all the money, first of all? Where's he getting the money to get this island? Where's he getting the money to buy this giant house or get this?
We now know that he was a nexus point from the dirty sides of the CIA, MI6, and Mossad at least.
Yeah.
And so they were compromising people. And then as he would compromise people, most of them knew they were being compromised. They wanted to be compromised, to be let in to then run operations and be given even more money.
He was also the money manager for a guy named Les Wexner, who's a billionaire who owns Victoria's Secret, The Limited, among other things.
And so that's the guy
he was gifting Epstein a property. He gave him a $70
Well, that's where he got some of the first money.
Well, Eric Weinstein, who was a legit financial guy, looked at him and said, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Of course not.
He said he's playing a role.
And then
he met with him.
Scientists were like that, too. When they went to his house, they go, oh, Epstein's is like playing a role.
Yes.
He has no, so whatever he's doing, he's working for somebody.
Well, let me tell you, they want to corrupt the scientific elite to go along with their agenda on climate change, to go along with their agenda on viruses, to go along with their agenda because they know scientists are respected. So you want to have them compromised so they go along with whatever it is you want.
So whatever it is you want. So if you want to do something and manipulate reality to make your agenda go through, you compromise the scientists, and then these elite experts who you have on film having sex with 16-year-olds, then you can...
Yeah, so maybe man-made global warming is real and really bad. It doesn't matter. The solution they have is a global tax. You pay them, so it's a scam. But as big as Epstein was, he was small compared to these other finders groups and other organizations that even came out in the news at the time in the late 80s, early 90s. And then the communist Chinese, they're running the blackmail rings with Hunter Biden and the Democratic Party and Dianne Feinstein and all these people at levels way, way, way above anything anybody else has seen.
Jesus Christ.
I always got a bad feeling from Dianne Feinstein.
I never had any feeling.
Turned out her main assistant was a Chinese actual agent.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Ghislaine Maxwell Powell pleads for release, says jailed heiress starving in humiliating clothes.
And that's unfair for her, and I think, this...
What an elitist statement.
Release.
You should give her, she on record, this woman was involved in all these horrible things, and now, oh my God, she's in humiliating clothes.
Why do you think Trump said, like, when they asked her about it, well, I wish her well?
He's always smart-ass, like, because Epstein was killed in prison. Mm-hmm. So he's like, I wish her well because they want to get data.
He's also like a rich guy. He knew her, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
he later clarified it. I'll tell you what he said.
Do you think Trump's cleaning everything in this?
Oh, you want to get the MO on Trump?
Well, I would like to because I know that you're.
I'll give you. No.
There you go.
Here we go.
My only superpower is that I really try to give you the accurate thing. Doesn't mean I'm always right, but about 95% of the time. That's why earlier we went down that rabbit trail when I'm saying, listen, Trump doesn't like lobbyists. He fired them all. He's trying to make the best decisions for everybody in a pragmatic free market to not have one-sided trade deals. But his blind side was by him not letting lobbyists in, everyone around him became unofficial lobbyists. That became a 20-minute rabbit hole, which I'm not bitching about.
Okay.
But let me tell you about Trump. Trump's dad was a super right-wing, pro-America dude who was actually a huge funder of the John Birch Society. He introduced him to the head of the House Un-American Activities group that worked for Nixon and Eisenhower that actually ran the Red Scare. Some of it was good, some of it was bad. Roy Cohen. And so his personal lawyer for 25 years was Roy Cohen, who was like
Joe McCarthy's best friend, right?
Joe McCarthy's chief of staff.
Chief of staff, yeah.
I mean, he ran it.
He ran it, yeah.
He ran House and Senate. He was the big enchilada. And so Trump was actually heavily influenced by his father that was anti-communist, acted nice and liberal in New York, but like knew all this. John Birch Society, like, you know, we're talking whole nine yards.
But wasn't Roy Cohn also involved in some blackmail stuff?
Oh, he was huge.
Okay.